Writings of foreign travelers. The writing of many European travelers like Dorte Barbosa and Domingo Pease of Portugal, Ralph Fitzwilliam Hawkins and Sir Thomas Rio of England, Niccolo Conti and Niccolò Munisi of Italy, Bernier and Tavernier of France also serve as valuable sources for the history of medieval India. So these are the foreign travels which have traveled in our India. Please remember the name; it is very important. Athanasius Niketan's visit to India is described in his book, that is the journey beyond three seas. Saidi Ali Riaz, an Ottoman admiral, was another important foreigner who travelled to India and other countries are recorded in the book known as Mirat ul Mimalik or the Mirror of Countries. So these are the different foreign travellers. Please remember the name of the book and as well as who had written this famous book. Next is religious literature. The medieval period of Indian history was also the period of the Bhakti and Sufi movements which spread across the subcontinent and contributed to some fundamental changes in the social and cultural outlook of people at large. So, especially in the medieval period, of Indian history, it is a period in which the Bhakti and Sufi movement have evolved. Their importance were spread. Their learnings were taught in different parts of the country, and it plays a vital role in the people for the people to change their social and cultural beliefs. The saint and sagas associated with this movement composed poems, songs, dohas, etc. in the local language, which are a reflection of the period during which they wrote. So, in the Bhakti and Sufi movement, different types of poems were composed, songs and dohas, that is, different types of lines which have a meaningful or a depth meaningful words. Okay, and with the help of these, they have written during these and it was written in a local language so that people can understand the teaching of different Bhakti and Sufi movement in a better way. During this period, the religious texts, that is Ramayana and Mahabharata, were translated into regional language. So even the famous book known as Mahabharata and Ramayana, they were translated into regional languages, just like maybe you can see in the Hindi, Urdu, Persian, Turkish, English, and so on. So it is a picture in the page 133. It is the famous poet known as Kabir. He is composing his dohas. Next is regional literature. Regional literature of the period was highly acclaimed in the form of stories, poems, and dramas such as Jayadeva's Gita Govinda and Chand Bardai's Prithviraj Rasu. So these are the famous, you can say, dramas which were composed during the medieval period. During this period, texts were composed in different languages such as Marathi, Urdu, Tamil, Persian, Kannada, Arabic, and some European language as well. So all these religious literatures were translated into other, you can say, local languages so that people can understand in a better way. Just like the example of languages are Marathi, Urdu, Tamil, Persian, Kannada, Arabic, and some even the European languages such as Portugal, Dutch, French, English, and so on. Next is calligraphy. Calligraphy is basically the art of writing alphabets in an artistic manner. So what do you mean by calligraphy? Calligraphy is a way of writing of the alphabet in a you can say in a while using a different design so that it will look more attractive. It was a common feature of the manuscript written during the medieval period of Indian history. So it was the common practice, that is calligraphy, during the medieval period of Indian history. Flora and geometric motifs were used to decorate books and monuments of the period. So the flora, that means flowers, and the different types of ornaments or different types of structures were used to decorate to decorate books and monuments. Although the knowledge of calligraphy had already existed in India, it was only with the Persian influence that a distinctive style emerged. So before the arrival of the Persian or the Mughal period in our India, there was calligraphy, but when the you can say Persian people or the Mughal people, they have entered India, it increases the more or you can say it focused more on the calligraphy, and that's why in India the calligraphy was very famous during the medieval period. So here is a picture in page number 133, a medieval monument showing the skill of calligraphy developed by people of that period. So see, in this way they were written in their regional language. In this there is Urdu, and they have written in Urdu the different types of calligraphy in different styles.